All right, on the road again. I just got home last night about 7:30ish from St. Louis. Now I'm heading back down to Bowling Green for a day of work today. So not a super busy week of work. Summer is usually downtime for us a little bit. But I'll be in Bowling Green today, and then I got a kickoff for a new group that is starting in Lexington on Thursday. So those are my only real travel days this week, which will be good. And just ready to hopefully enjoy some nice weather. You see it's very sunny and bright today with my family this week. So I'll keep you updated on how training's going overall.
We're back, baby.
I'm back.
Cooling it down. Got a 45-minute ride today.
Yeah.
So about
Almost finished.
30 some odd seconds left. How are we feeling after week 5? This is week 6 of training.
Week
So
6.
how's week 5 feeling? How you feeling after that?
Week 5 was good. A lot of travel last week, so it was I feel like it caught up to me yesterday. And today the motivation is low. Still, I'm trying to at least get something in. Yesterday I was slated for a 10-mile run. Only got about 4.5-ish in. So I'm going to try to make up the mileage the rest of this week for missing that run.
And what do you feel like with traveling, what's the hardest aspect of it? Like just fitting in the training, feeling rushed? Like what's it feel like?
Well, travel this week, it was for weddings and work, so I had a lot of later nights, and so I didn't get to bed as early as I normally do. So waking up early like I normally train around 4:30 or 5 a.m., I just wasn't getting as much sleep, so his body's just feeling more fatigued.
And how's the fitness feeling? Have you felt it, like, has like a switch flipped in you yet?
Yeah.
Like you really feel the fitness progressing? Explain that.
Especially the running aspect. I can see my heart rate staying lower on my runs for a longer duration and able to keep a quicker pace. Pool, I've only done 2 pool sessions so far. So I just am going to really focus on technique because I know my cardiovascular improvement is happening from the cycling and the running, but just really need to improve on the form in the pool. But then in the bike, it's just getting comfortable sitting here for 2+ hours at a time.
Right. So your initial goal time is 5:45. Are you still feeling, you feeling like
Feel good.
right on the money with that?
Yeah,
Yeah?
maybe a little faster.
Maybe, I was about to say, maybe a little bit faster.
We'll see. It all depends on, the day of the race, everything can blow up, but I feel confident on the swim, especially swimming downstream in the Ohio River. The current will be strong. Then it'll just be up to see how my legs feel, if I'm injury free. If my legs can turn over good on the bike, if I get a good bike time, I feel good going into the run. But I feel like I'm right on pace of where I need to be.
What do you feel, what's your most confident area right now? Is it running or a bike?
Probably cycling.
Cycling?
Yeah.
Yeah. Awesome, man. Well, 45 minutes is up. It is 1:48 p.m., so I assume you have some work left for the day.
Yeah, I got some work. We had a meeting during lunch, so I got a little later start than what I wanted to. But
Okay.
yeah, I got some work to hit up this afternoon, and then head back home later this evening.
All right, man.
All right.
Good work.
Appreciate it, brother.
All right, welcome back. Episode number 5 of the Road to Ironman Louisville. We're kicking it off today. Wade got his bike in earlier, and now I'm about to hit him. Actually, I hit him with a surprise earlier and told him, you're coming on the podcast. So we're about to record an episode of Adapt and Achieve, which is our podcast here at MuuvWell. This will be episode number 24. So by the time this video you're watching is live, the episode of the podcast is already live. It'll be episode 24 with Wade talking about how his Ironman training is going, just updates, things like that. So if this video is live, you're watching it, the podcast episode is live. So go check it out on Apple, Spotify, wherever you listen to your podcasts. We're on all platforms. So enjoy the video and enjoy the podcast. Give it a listen if you haven't listened yet. Got to crush some protein before we start recording?
I haven't eaten much yet. I may not start.
Dude just crushed a tuna pack before we started recording this episode. I respect the commitment, though.
Some soy sauce. Gotta get some electrolytes in.
There you go.
Off the transitions and really just kind of having all my nutrition, everything laid out, and just taking it with me on the run and on the bike. So really shaving some time off of the transitions.
back out in the pool today. For some reason my watch is not working. It has the time, but it's not counting any of the distance. About 600 yards in so far. Plan on going about 1,100 yards today, so about another 500 left. Really just gonna try to focus on form and technique here the next couple weeks. So that way, as I start to increase volume more and more on the swim, I have good form and technique. So here we go. All right, I'm leaving the pool. Got in about 1,100 yard swim. For some reason, my watch didn't work the entire time. It's like it never connected to the GPS. So I did my first 200, noticed it wasn't working, then turned it off, and then did the last 900 without, just like with a running clock, just kind of just go off what I expect my time to be. Trying to count the strokes the best I can in my head. Kind of aggravating, but it's a 4-year-old watch, so what can you expect? So here we are, leaving the FFA camp this bright sunny morning. Maybe some storms this afternoon, but I got a 4.5 mile run left, and we'll talk to y'all later. What did you get, Eliza?
A suitcase.
A suitcase. All right, there's Dad's, Mom's, and Owen's. Where are we gonna take this suitcase to?
To National Park.
Woo! All right, just finished a full day of work. Now I am headed to the gym. Gonna get some miles on the treadmill. Probably do some make it miles for Sunday too. And if I finish quick enough, which I probably won't, I will try to do a lower body lift. So here we go, heading over to the gym. It's been raining and thunderstorming. If it was just raining, I wouldn't mind to run in the rain, but avoid the lightning right now. So I'm gonna try to get the miles in while I can. All right, hanging out at home now. Got a quick 5.1-ish mile run in on the treadmill, then a quick upper body lift. So that concludes today. Me and Eliza about to get some laps in. She was about to start watching TV, so we got to distract her and get some physical activity out. Hey Eliza, what are we doing?
We're walking from
All right, got a quick 41-ish minute bike in this morning. And then after that, my hips have been feeling so stiff. So I did a quick mobility session head to toe, about 20 minutes on top of that. Feeling a lot better now, especially not only my hips tight, but my neck and my thoracic spine from starting to swim more. Like I mentioned before, really trying to focus on technique and form because it is terrible. So I'm constantly turning my head to breathe and gasp for air. So just trying to get more comfortable in the water to just have decent form so I don't get any head and neck injuries. But gonna go get the workday started right now. All right, getting the workday started and just had breakfast, leaving the house. And I'm really gonna dial in my nutrition and hydration here for the next 10 weeks. Really gonna try to just stay very consistent with it. So for this morning, for breakfast, had about 45 grams of protein, and just really trying to hit those markers with each meal that I'm having. 1, to stay full, but also 2, to help continue to build muscle while I'm at a high level of volume. So just want to give you an update on that as well. Shocker, another early morning. Here we are. It is Thursday. I'm heading to the pool to get a quick swim in, and then I have a run immediately after. Hoping to get both those knocked out before I head to Lexington for work today. So gonna be a pretty busy day, and I'll try to remember to document some of it if I can. All All right, that's a wrap for today for training purposes. About a 1,200 yard swim. I think it was 25 yards shy of that. And then a 4.5 mile run. It's starting to get warm. My truck's only showing 71, but it feels a lot warmer than that in the sun. Just trying to do my best to get my body acclimated to it. I was feeling really good on that run, and my pace was 8:39 for the whole run. So felt good that first mile. So I was just trying to keep that 8:30 to 8:45 pace the entire time, and I was able to hold it even in the heat. So it's a wrap for today's training. Got a 40-mile bike tomorrow. I'm gonna try to get that one on the road. I've yet to get a road ride in yet. Kind of hard to do it whenever I'm trying to get it in before work on Friday mornings, but I may slide it out for a Friday afternoon ride tomorrow. So we'll see. If not, you'll see me on the trainer early in the morning. All right, it's about 6 a.m. Almost dropped you there. And I'm headed to the gym. Going to try to get most of my bike in here this morning. I have a 40-mile bike on deck. But like I said, it's already 6, so I don't know how fast I can get that fit in before I need to get to work and get stuff started. So I'm gonna try to get as much as I can in. Slept in a little bit today. I didn't get started at 5 like I wanted to. Kids both took a late nap, which then in turn means they just stayed up super late. So a lot later than their normal 8 o'clock bedtime, so I was just more tired, so I just stayed asleep a little bit longer to make up for it. So here we are. I'm gonna try to get as much done as I can. All right, heading home now. Just finished about 2 hours, 15-ish minutes on the bike. Just getting comfortable being in the saddle that long. It's not very comfortable, so just chipping away at it week by week. That should conclude most of the training for this week. I still have a lower body strength I'd like to get in this afternoon if I have time after work, so we'll see if I'm able to get that in. If not, that's a wrap, and I'll do a recap here soon on what all I've done this week so far, and kind of give a preview into next week.
All right, here we are. I'm going to recap week 6 of training. Starting on Sunday, we were actually traveling back from St. Louis, so I missed my swim. It was a 1,600 yard swim I was supposed to have, but was able to get in a 4.5 mile run that morning. Monday had a 45 minute bike. Tuesday had a 5.1 mile run, 1,100 yard swim, and an upper body lift that day. So AM with the run and swim, PM with the upper body lift. Wednesday had a 40-minute bike. Thursday had an 1,175 yard swim and a 4.5 mile run all in that morning. Then headed to Lexington for work that afternoon. Then Friday, got up early, got a 40-mile bike in, and then that afternoon had a lower body lift. Saturday was a much needed rest day, and look forward to y'all following up week 7 of training coming up next week.